Hey, how's it going? It's Music with Todd Ledbetter, and today we are doing my top 6 album picks 2007. Welcome. If you haven't seen my 2006 picks, check those out. And we're getting through the decade. We're already at 2007. If you didn't know, I started in 1970, and I've done my top 6 picks for each year from 1970 all the way up to today, where we are at 2007. So check those out if you haven't seen them yet. These are my favorite album picks of the year. So each year. So that's what I'm doing here. This series is top 6 album picks, my favorite, of course. Now, if you have your own favorites, please put them down in the comments below. Let me know what you like, and I'd love to hear about it. And also like the video, please. That really helps out. And comments are really great. Share the video if you could, and subscribe would be great. And push the notification bell so you're notified every time I release a video. Anyways, let's get right into it. Thank you guys for watching and clicking on my video. I sure do appreciate it. And we're going to start out with 2007, my favorite 2007 top 6 pick. Number 6 is right here, Avenged Sevenfold. Love this guys. Love these guys. Avenged Sevenfold. Great album. If you like the harder rock type of stuff, Almost Easy, Scream, Afterlife's great song, Gunslinger. It's just a really good. I mean, if you just want to like bang your head and have something to jam to, freaking awesome, and great vocals, great guitar work, drumming. Just it's got that that heavy rock and roll that I really like. It's it's not for everybody, but definitely I can't say that it's not great, because it certainly is. I really like Avenged Sevenfold. They have some great music, and I'm certainly happy to feature them here today as my top 6 for that year 2007. Now my number 5 pick is probably somebody that most of us have already heard, are familiar with, at least, because of their popularity. And this album was quite popular. It was the Kings of Leon, and their Only by the Night album. Of course, you got Sex on Fire was huge. Use Somebody, great song. Just a really good album altogether. Let's see. So that one, that's pretty good. And then Use Somebody. Let's see if we can get it over here a little bit further down the line. Yeah, so anyways, I don't want to play too long because I don't want to get copyright strikes. But pretty cool album, Kings of Leon. I'd like to see these guys live sometime. I never have seen them live, but enjoy this album quite a bit. I guess that's why I'm calling him my number 5. And another, oh my gosh, another rock and roll pretty hard rock album that I dig a lot. And I've actually featured these guys recently in one of my picks, is Velvet Revolver. I love Scott Weiland's voice. I just love it. And I just love what he adds to this group of guys. It's just a great rock album with a lot of, to me, it just, I've said this before about this band. It really, Scott Weiland's voice is very distinct, and it really brings that almost like that Stone Temple Pilots vibe, but it's really not the same. Obviously Slash on guitar, Matt Soren's on the drums, and Duff on bass. But a super great album. Love this. I wish they could have kept going the way they were, but of course Scott's passing enables that. So at least we have what we have, right? So we can listen to that anytime we want and enjoy it. And that's my number 4. let's see. So that brings us to number 3, which is a really cool album, a little different as far as the style of music goes. I mean, I would say, but I like all kinds of different styles of music. Um, and that would be the Shins, would be my number 3, and Wincing the Night Away. I love this album. Uh, Fabulous album. Just um, all these songs are great. I just love the layout of the song layout and how the feel of this album is. Sleeping Lessons, Australia is a great song. Sea Legs is cool. Red Rabbit's an interesting tune. Black Wave's an interesting tune. And it just goes on and on and on. It's a very, very cool album. And one of my favorites, obviously, of the year. So I was just trying to remember uh, let's see, James Mercer is the lead vocals of uh, of the Shins, and man, I just love his voice. I love his voice. Such a cool voice. He's got pretty high range too. He gets up there, but it's really a good album. And his singing and his songwriting. He plays all kinds of instruments on this album too. He's a very talented musician. So that's where I'm at with that one, and that's the uh, the number 3 in my top 6 would be Wincing the Night Away from the Shins. So that brings us to number 2. And number 2, probably to nobody's surprise, uh, I love the Foo Fighters. Who doesn't? And what a great album this one was. I mean, gosh, just so many great songs. The Pretender. Remember that? Yeah. So Let It Die, Erase, Replace, The Long Road to Ruin, Come Alive. Just a bunch of great tunes. Just killer album. I love Dave Grohl, and I don't know. I just feel really good about his success and how he's moved forward from tragedy, really, and having a second chance like that just is very cool, I think. So that's my number 2 pick for 2007, and it's a good one. It's a really good one. Sure do love it. Now, like I said, it would be to no surprise to most people, but my number 1 is probably really no surprise to anybody. If you're looking at rock albums from 2007, then of course you're looking at Rush's Snakes and Arrows. I love Rush. I mean, I've been a Rush fan for a very long time. I think I first started really getting into them in um, 78, I guess. I was a freshman in high school when my friend Paul introduced me to 2112, and then off to the races at that point. Of course, a little late getting on board, but it's just great to have, like, he was a class above me. I think he was in the 10th grade, and he had an older brother, so I introduced him to Rush. So it's just nice to have people introduce you to music that just somehow just carries on through your whole life. And then of course Rush, as prolific as they were in making albums, I mean, they had so many great albums, but this is really a great album. I just love these. They're not their bigger hits like in the 80s, and even some of the 90s stuff, but I still followed them right through here. Snakes and Arrows is a great album. Far Cry is just such a good song. All these are just great songs. I love them. Working Them Angels is great. Spindrift, so good. I love The Main Monkey Business. This is one of their instrumentals. I've mentioned before how they a lot of times have their instrumentals. So cool. I just love their instrumentals. The Way the Wind Blows, Hope is another instrumental. Actually, I featured these songs on a recent show of Rush, my favorite Rush instrumentals. Alex Lifeson's guitar is so cool, so cool. The Bravest Face, good. And then they end with actually there's another third instrumental on this. the Malignant Narcissism. Let's see if I can get it down here a little further in the song, see what we get. I mean, Geddy Lee's bass just off the chain, off the charts, and we hold. It's a great sound. I love it. I love the sound of this album. You know, each of their albums sort of progress. You know, really, they have, you know, a progression of different styles. You know, of sounds and where they were getting into some of the more keyboard stuff in the 80s, and they kind of backed off of that, and then they utilized it still. I just love Rush, one of my favorite bands of all time. I mean, Rush and Led Zeppelin are two of the top ones. But that's my list. That's my top 6 list for 2007. Let me know what you think. Well, let me know what you liked. In 2007, Avenged Sevenfold, their Avenged Sevenfold album is a great album. Number 6, Kings of Leon was number 5, Only by Night, Velvet Revolver, and then the Shins, Foo Fighters, and Rush, Snakes and Arrows. That's the list right there. So thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate you guys clicking, subscribe. Let me know what you guys like. Click down below in the description for ways you can help the channel if you're interested in helping out. Also check out my Patreon too. I've got the full album of Crime of the Century from Supertramp up there. If you haven't heard that album, you got to check it out. So go over to my Patreon. The link's down below. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will check you out tomorrow. I'm going to post a few more shows tomorrow. So thanks a lot, and look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.